this will be a better story right here, okay? Everything we've been told in life all connects, all right? There is some truth, there is some lies, but it all connects, okay? And you could get clarity on it, all right? Um, like for instance, the story with it is the prophet Ezekiel who saw um the gods using spaceships, you know what I mean? You know, and they was moving with a wheel, within a wheel, and the wheel didn't turn and stuff, you know what I mean? And he heard the roaring sound of many waterfalls, you know what I mean? So that's how he's trying to capture the thundering sound of the many waterfalls and stuff, you know. Um, Please believe, man, those were definitely, I want to say God, man, but those were, to us, they were definitely gods, okay? Because nothing gets sent to this earth with all God's permission. So they came with the identity of God, okay? Now, um, God don't use technology, but he will pass on technology to his servants. Angels are what? His servants. We are his servants. So like my creativity with my car lights and stuff, it's by God, okay, or at least by his angels and stuff, okay, who will give me stuff to do just to pass time and to actually develop my skills and I mean become a better person. That's basically when you get help from God, it's for you to become a better person, not become a worse person. You know what I mean? Um, if within that you realize you are struggling, like damn, like every decision I make, I know it's good, you know what I mean, but I'm getting punished for it. You know what I mean? At that point, like they allow you to like if your left hand offend you, cut it off. Sorry, if your right hand, if your strong hand offend you, cut it off. Or like in the Quran, it'll say something like, if anything bothers you and stuff, remove it. You know what I mean? And sometimes, as much as God is all about life, because the angel that visited me, okay, sorry, the spiritual entity, because I couldn't see anything, that visited me talked about life. You know what I mean? So I could have gone many ways and stuff, and I still would have crossed the finish line into heaven because I'll tell you what, right? If I had died by suicide, when I was when I'm being taken to judgment to the person on the throne who's making a judicial decision on my mistakes and so on, I could justify it. I'd be like, you know what, everything I'm doing is wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I came back from deployment of illness. It's telling me that the work environment is hostile and so on. When I went to talk to my director took me across to behavioral health. I told behavioral health, and from then it took on a whole page, a whole bunch of lies saying I was the one that actually started threatening people and so on. So it could have gone many directions and stuff, right? So now the angels now are fighting against me. That's why I was saying in the beginning, man, like I'm realizing that there's a whole bunch of different entities involved and none of them knows the truth. You know what I'm saying? And like because the same way that they hide from me is the same way they hide from each other. And within all of that, God is in the presence playing God and the devil and tricking them all up too. Because I'm falling apart. You know what I mean? You know, and that's a really good system of checks and balances. You know what I'm saying? So like we have Congress, we have the three branches: judicial, executive, and legislative. Okay, and within that, we still have the U.S. president, who will be part of the executive. You know what I'm saying? So we have a system of checks and balances and so on. And we learn that from the gods. You know what I mean? So God will pass down stuff to the angels, and the angels will pass down stuff, distribute stuff down to us. So I got hit with a heart attack. So somebody really wanted to kill me. So it didn't come together now. So that person, um, I'm who when they find out who the person that actually gave me the heart attack, that person going to be penalized because something tells me he didn't have authority to do that. Okay, they probably did like by standard. Okay, let's suppose that I am breaking down the social order. Let's suppose I was really fundamentally destroying the social order of Northern New York. Okay, um, so okay, if you point a gun, if you point a rifle at law enforcement, they have the to return fire and be like, I was scared. I was scared. He pointed his gun at me. You know what I mean? Okay, so that do warranted that. Okay, and if you get killed in the process, you get killed in the process. You should not point your rifle at law enforcement. You know what I mean? Not even your finger, because in the night and stuff, you pointing in the direction and stuff like po po. You know what I mean? Your fingers and stuff. The cop could lie and say, you at night when you point your hand at him, he mistakenly took your hand as a pistol. So I'm trying to tell you right now, okay? They lied on me. They lied on me to use that device. You know what I mean? And they're gonna try to say all kind of stupid shit that like they was testing for like fraud insurance and all this stupid shit. Is all lies. You know what I mean? And what hurt me is that like God knows it. Some angels knows it. As far as human beings, we don't know it. You know what I mean? And that makes a whole bunch of sense because in 1996, like it didn't make any sense that like I'm fighting angels, man. And I mean, like, who are these creatures that is holding me, taking me to the throne, and shoving my head down so I can't look up? And I'm mad, and I'm at the same time I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm mad and I'm scared. You know, and they're giggling. It didn't make sense, and it's starting to make sense now. You know what I mean? So like the same, and I'm realizing angels do that too, right? Cause angels use technology, just like the spaceship. Ezekiel captured it. Angels use spaceships, so they use technology. What's the purpose of technology? Like, because you want to be lazy. Okay, I have a car because I don't want to. I don't want to walk to my destination. Okay, technology makes you get there efficiently, effectively, quickly. You know what I'm saying? There's in comfort. Okay, so angels are here to protect us and so on, right? So they will use prisons and stuff like they'll put us up in prisons, lie at us like, well, technically, if it's my job to make sure that this person lives to 54 years or whatever, they will make you spend 54 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's starting to make sense, man. You know what I mean? And they will have other angels and stuff all work together to help each other out. So like, you know what I mean? They're putting us up in jail and stuff and technically saying like, okay, well, we did it for your good and stuff, man. And I'm saying, oh, have you say that like, well, technically, man, I was a real bad boy out in the streets, man, and like prison changed me. You know what I'm saying? You see how it works and so on? It's a behavioral game. It's a behavioral game that we out here playing with these angels and stuff, man. And I'm here saying, nah, I'm not schizo. I'm not schizo. You know what I mean? They had to bring me to that. They had to. So even though like, because sometimes the VA can make a misdiagnosis. You know what I mean? Now everything comes together now, and they will do that, man. They will take away your marriage. They will, you know what I mean? They're not supposed to take away your life, but if you die in the process, you die. You know what I'm saying? And they will say, well, they'll make it in such a way that you kill your own self. But in the vision now, I thought I was going to win the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, if somebody, because I'll tell you something, I know they have a conscience now. And I'm glad God built it in that way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, um, they, they, they have a conscience of not, because if they give strict orders like, thou shalt not kill, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's for us, that's for human beings. But yet still, we could kill and still go to heaven, because if you kill in the command of God, and I mean, if God give you that instruction to kill, render unto Caesar which is Caesar, right? Caesar told you, Caesar give you a rule, okay? Protect the queen, protect the queen, protect the queen. Like a bunch of bad boys is coming to kill the queen and stuff, and you have that rifle, you can annihilate them. You just kill them. You're not gonna go to hell for killing just on behalf of the queen, because render to Caesar which is of Caesar. So they are given guidance also of what they could do and what they cannot do. But once again, they could lie, because even if cops out here could lie and stuff, they know they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't do this and stuff. Like for instance, I didn't have a pistol and so on. Okay, let me see what lie they did on me, man. What lie they did? It's obvious that a car lights was legal and they try to make it look like it was illegal and shit. You know what I mean? But what lies that I have seen them doing over time with cops and so on. Plant drugs, boom, that's another one. You know what I mean? Um, mafia, but that's justifiable, okay? Because the mafia be doing a lot of wrong and nobody can catch them and shit. But anyways, basically, you could be doing a lot of wrong out here. Clean up your act. Piss one of them off. You know what I mean? And they will justify it so that they will justify it, hide it now. Let another angel see that what you doing is wrong and stuff, and that angel will bust you. You know what I mean? So that angel will guide cops and stuff, and you get busted. So that dirty game, man. There's no honor among thieves. So even there's no honor among thieves. I know my wife is not no thief and stuff, man. But for like, she just fit that profile so wrong. Cause she wouldn't lie to me. My wife was really ill. She was really, really sick. You know what I mean? I was really, really sick. And the funny thing about it, I get migraines, right? And they will intentionally bring migraines to me, because at that point I realized that they was kind of testing to see my pain level, my pain threshold and stuff. Man, I sucked that shit up, man. I went that shit like, and I know that if they kept that shit up, I could probably possibly get a brain aneurysm, and I'm kind of fearful of that too. And I'm hoping that they was kind of fearful of that too at the same time. But they were bringing a lot of pain to me, man. They was trying to really make me look bipolar. They tried their best, yo. And you know what? They did. They did. At the end of the day, they did. Because at times I might like my car, and the next minute I hate my car. I'm just a robot boy, and I was just being used.